Good afternoon, baseball fans. We're here for the series finale against the Baltimore Orioles. So far, the series is split 1 game apiece, so today is the deciding game. Danny Duffy will start things. This is Duffy's 5th start of the season. He only has 1 win and 2 losses, an ERA of 4.35. He's pitched 20 and 2/3 innings. This is the first time the Orioles have faced a lefty in this series. Jose Iglesias, as usual, leading off the game for the Baltimore Orioles. He's hitting .259.
Jose Iglesias.
First pitch of the game. In there for strike 1. Salvador Perez back behind the plate. Got the day off yesterday. Trying to get him some more rest. As he is still coming off injury after all. It takes a while to fully return from Tommy John surgery. Any pitcher, including Danny Duffy, could tell you that. No balls and 1 strike. Hit into left center field in the gap. Starling trying to cut it off. He will before it hits the wall. Iglesias heading to second. And he's in there safely. So a leadoff double for the Baltimore Orioles. That's Iglesias' first of the season. He really shot the gap in left center. Wouldn't have really mattered if Starling couldn't have got it before it got to the wall. Iglesias would have just been able to get into second standing had that happened. But a good throw by Starling. Forced Iglesias to slide. Here's Hanser Alberto.
Nope.
Pitch misses low for ball 1. Alberto hitting .306. And a leadoff double is one of the best ways you can start off an inning. 1 ball, no strikes. In there for strike 1.
Count 1-1.
So Duffy, right off the bat, pitching with a lot of pressure on him. A man in scoring position with nobody out. Giving up 1 more hit would lose the lead before your team even gets the hit. Fastball misses high for ball 2. So now Duffy behind the second batter he'll face of the day. Two-one pitch to Alberto. Hits it the other way, and O'Hearn knocks it out of the air. He'll throw it to Duffy, and there's out number 1. What a play by O'Hearn. He knocked it down, didn't make the out, and then picked it up off the ground and threw it to first and then got the out. And you see the lineup for the Orioles, DJ Stewart DHing and Pedro Severino catching. The only changes against the lefty Duffy today. So here's Trey Mancini. He went 4 for 5 yesterday. First pitch misses high, ball 1. You can forgive Duffy if he tries to pitch around him a little bit here. He has an open base at first. It'd take up a lot of pitches. But you don't want to give up the lead this early, and maybe you'd rather face DJ Stewart, who hasn't hit all series, than Trey Mancini, who rocked the entire Orioles pitching staff yesterday. Two balls and no strikes to Mancini. Batting .278. Flown out to left center. Starling goes back to get it. He'll catch it for out number 2, and Iglesias staying put at second. So 2 outs, and no one able to move Iglesias to third. That'll bring up DJ Stewart, making his first at bat of the series. Duffy needs 1 more out here to get around that leadoff double. First pitch to Stewart. Slider misses low for ball 1. So Duffy pitching behind another hitter here. 1-0 pitch. In there for strike one. And the one good thing Duffy has going for him when a runner is on is he doesn't change the way he pitches. Duffy pitches from the stretch whether there's a man on base or not. So his mechanics don't change, nothing changes about the way he pitches, so he can just do what he does best. Fouled off for strike two. And it was that change that seemed to have made a difference because in 2016 he broke the Royals record for most strikeouts in a game, throwing 16 against Tampa Bay. And he's been in this rotation ever since. Swung on and missed strike three. Duffy gets around the leadoff double, and the Orioles are scoreless in the first. We'll go to the bottom of the first. You're listening to the Royals Radio Network. John Means making his fifth start of the season. He has a record of 1 win and 1 loss. He's pitched 26 2/3 innings with an ERA of 3.38. Whit Merrifield will lead off the inning. An average of 345. His hitting streak ended at 16 games yesterday. First pitch by Means. In there for strike one, low part of the zone. With the Orioles win last night, they're now at 6-14, still last in the AL East. They continue to struggle. 0-1 pitch. A little chopper. Here comes Iglesias. He picks it up. The throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone for the Royals in the bottom of the first. And here's the Royals lineup. Like I said, Salvador Perez back in the lineup today. Bubba Starling in for his second straight game against the lefty Means. Lineup's brought to you by the parking spot. Easy to spot, easy to park. The parking spot at KCI. Mondesi hitting .237, 1 out, nobody on for him. Hits this into left field, and it is down for a base hit. Santander will pick it up. Mondesi stopping at first, probably the wise decision. And the Royals have their first hit of the game, 2 at-bats in. Mondesi's first hit of the series from the right-handed side. Like Merrifield, he went hitless yesterday against the lefty starter they had. Here's Alex Gordon. Lefty on lefty here. A slide step by Means. Pitches in there for a strike. Mondesi did not go. Would have made it much more difficult for him to get to second with a slide step. He has great speed. He does represent the go-ahead run, so the Royals want to get him in any way they can. Pick off to first is not in time. Another pick off to first, once again not in time. He's really watching Mondesi over there, knowing that he's a steal threat. Another pickoff. Safe again. Mondesi didn't even slide that time. 3 pickoffs in a row. Still 0-1 to Gordon. Another pickoff. 4 in a row. Mondesi safe. Throwing more balls to Mondesi at first than Gordon at the plate. Finally Means to the plate. It's a slide step. Mondesi is going. Throw to second. Is not in time. Gordon allowed it. He did not swing. Now he's down 0-2, and a one-hopper to Iglesias ensures that Mondesi gets the stolen base, and the Royals have a man in scoring position with 1 out here in the bottom of the first. Third pitch Gordon sees. He fouls it off to the left side, so it is still 0-2. Gordon has good numbers with runners in scoring position, and here's another opportunity for him. Tries to hit this the other way, and he fouls it off. We'll see another 0-2 pitch.
Ball 1.
Curveball misses low for ball 1. Good eye by Gordon not to be fooled by that breaking ball that dropped in underneath the zone. Means takes a look at Mondesi and the 1-2 pitch. Her ball misses way outside for ball 2. Counts back even. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Alex Gordon strikes out. 2 outs in the inning now. Looked like it might have missed high had he not swung at it, and that might have been what he was talking to the umpire about as he walked out of the batter's box. Here's Jorge Soler, batting .319. Tries to hit this the other way, and he fouls it off. Another pitch high in the zone that fools the Royals hitter. Similar pitch to what Gordon just struck out on. 0-1 pitch. Changeup looked inside. It was called a strike. Count is now 0-2 to him. Fouls that pitch off. Still 0-2. Trying to stay alive out there. Another 0-2 pitch. Pulls it down the left field line, just foul. Well, it brought in a run if it was just a few feet to the right. So we'll see another 0-2 pitch here.
Nope.
Fastball misses, low and outside for ball 1. 1 ball and 2 strikes now on Jorge Soler. Called strike 3 high in the zone. And the inning is over. The Royals can't do anything with a 1-out base hit. We'll go to the second inning now. You're listening to the Royals Radio Network. Anthony Santander will lead off the top of the second inning. He's batting .213.
Anthony Santander.
He hit what ended up being the game-winning home run yesterday. Strike 1. In the 9th inning, when the Royals were down 4-3, he hit a 2-run home run that made it 6-3. And then the Royals got 1 run back in the bottom of the 9th, which means without that home run, the game would have been tied.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Slider takes Santander off the plate for ball 1. So 1 ball and 1 strike. Perez wanting this low.
Ball.
Changeup misses low for ball 2. 2-1 now. Pitch to Santander. Lines it to left, and Gordon is there, out number 1. So Duffy does get the leadoff man out in the second inning. The other Royals are lined up today. Salvador Perez back behind the plate. Matheny still going with Franco at third, Dozier in right. Bubba Starling in center against the lefty Means today. Royals with a .993 fielding percentage so far this season. Right now, Minnesota beating Detroit 2-1 in the second inning. Perez wanting this pitch high. First pitch is fouled off to left by Austin Hayes. He's batting .183 coming into this game. Oh, 1 pitch. In there for strike 2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Now Duffy looking for a strikeout here with 1 out in the second inning. 0-2 pitch.
1 ball,
Misses
2
high and
strikes.
outside for ball 1. So 1 ball and 2 strikes. Duffy trying to fool him with that pitch. Just a little too off the plate to get Hayes to swing at it. 1-2 pitch now. He swings at that pitch high in the zone, but he manages to get a piece of it, so still 1-2. Now the 1-2 pitch. Again, it's a curveball, misses inside, almost hits Hayes in the knees. And it's ball 2, that evens the count. Couldn't fool him on that curveball. He might have lost a little bit of control of that if he almost hit him. 2-2 pitch. Line down the left field line, and Franco couldn't get to it. Hayes will not go for second. Gordon will throw it in. And now there's a man on first with one out here in the second inning.
The second baseman,
Franco had almost no time to get to that ball. He would have had to have played on the line to make the play like that. Gonna bring up Ramon Urias, hitting .242. Fastball inside for ball 1. Duffy might be looking for a double play now. Pick off to first is not in time. Hayes has good speed. So Duffy keeping an eye on him. 1-0 pitch. Hits it the other way to right, and it is foul into the stands. 1 ball and 1 strike. Urias went 2 for 4 yesterday. Hit the other way to right again, and again it's foul and into the stands. 1-2. Duffy looking for a punch out here. 1-2 pitch. Curveball misses way too low. 2-2 now. Also have to be ready for that ground ball that could end this inning. 2-2 pitch. Grounded foul to the left side, still 2-2. So Urias continues to fight out there at the plate. Duffy has 1 ball left to give. 2-2 pitch. Hit into right center, into the gap. It'll be extra bases. We'll see if Hayes will score from third. Those are only now getting to it. He will score easily. The Orioles have a 1-0 lead. Urias heading for third. He'll get there safely. So 2 base hits, a single and a triple, gives the Orioles an early lead here in the top of the second inning. As the Royals still struggling to close the gaps. They've given up countless hits in the gap this year. That ends up in a triple and an early Orioles lead. Now Duffy needs to get things calmed down here. Pedro Severino at the plate. Mike Stewart making his first at-bat of the series. Fouled off of Perez's knee for strike 1. Severino hitting .200. 0-1 pitch to him.
1-1.
Changeup misses outside for ball 1. So right now, Duffy either needs a strikeout or a shallow pop to stop that runner from scoring with only 1 out in the inning here. Perez wanting this pitch high. Lined over the dugout into the stands for strike 2. One-two pitch. Chop foul again. We've really seen the Royals pitchers recently hit the wall when they get to 2 strikes, not be able to get that third one very often. 1-2 pitch. Misses inside for ball 2. Keller managed to get 5 yesterday. Pitch misses for ball 3. That's usually why they hit the wall. They get a few foul balls. And then when they try to pitch around the hitter, it doesn't work. So now the count is full. A walk will put the double play back in order. Payoff pitch to Severino. Swings and misses at a pitch low. Finally, Duffy fools someone. And there's out number 2. Duffy's second strikeout of the day. Got exactly what he needed. Now here's Renato Nunez. Nunez homered yesterday. He's batting .286.
Ball one.
Pitch misses just high for ball one. He got the Orioles that 4-3 lead. That later turned into a 6-3 lead. 1 ball and no strikes. The pitch to Nunez.
Ball two.
Misses for ball two. Duffy's thrown 25 pitches in this inning. Two-0 pitch now. Swings and misses to the changeup outside for strike one. Would have been ball three, so Nunez really helped out Duffy there. 2-1 pitch now. Line to the left for a base hit. The Orioles now lead 2-0. Nunez on first, 2 outs, and Duffy will have to face the top of the order now. Cal Eldred will come out to talk to him. Duffy clearly laboring in only the second inning, and it seems like the Royals pitching is starting to go downhill. We saw them struggle against Chicago. They struggled against Baltimore. First pitch to Iglesias. Grounded to Merrifield, charging in to get it. Throw to first is in time for out number 3, but 2-run score in the inning. And now the Royals offense needs to get to work. They managed to score 4 yesterday. You're listening to the Royals Radio Network. Hunter Dozier, batting .221 coming into this game. He hit a double yesterday to get out of his hitless streak. He still has a lot of work to do. He'll face the lefty John Means. First pitch in the bottom of the second. This is inside for ball one. 1-0 pitch now. And the umpire saying he went for strike one. There was a time Dozier and Soler were going shot for shot with home runs. Now Soler has 7. Dozier's been stuck at 5 for some time.
That's a ball.
Fastball misses low for ball 2.
I got 2 on the count.
2 balls and 1 strike. Dozier trying to extend this at bat. Maybe get a few pitches on Means' arm. Something the Royals weren't doing very good at yesterday. 2-1 pitch now. Severino wanting it high. Fouls it off to the right side. Strike 2. That evens the count. 2-2 pitch by Means. Severino setting up inside. Dozier hits it down the right field line right to Nunez at first for out number 1. See how the Orioles line up today? Severino catching. But other than that, the defense is the same as we saw yesterday. Just saw Nunez make the play at first. Mancini and Wright, a .989 fielding percentage right now. Now here's Salvador Perez. He did not play yesterday. Strike 1 to him. A .222 average coming into this game. Oh, 1 pitch. In there for strike 2. Looked to be a bit inside. Now the 0-2 pitch. In the dirt for ball 1. Changeup missed badly. Perez not fooled. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Managed to get a piece of that one to stay alive out there. 1-2 pitch. Tries to take it the other way to right, but it's foul again. We'll see another 1-2 here. Perez really trying to fight this at bat. Severino wanting this pitch inside. Misses inside for ball 2. Counts even to Perez. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Just high in the zone, ball 3. Saw them call that pitch a strike with Jorge Soler at the plate. Now the count's full to Perez. Payoff pitch. Chop foul. We'll do it again. Michael Franco on deck. This next pitch will be the 9th of the at-bat. So Salvador Perez has really done a good job making Means pitch right now. Swings and misses finally way early at a breaking ball, out number 2. Means already has 3. So the Royals, early in this game, really struggling to get Johns Means' number. Meanwhile, everyone has Danny Duffy's number already. Here's Michael Franco. Strike 1 to him. Franco hitting .221. Oh, 1 pitch. Fouls it off the other way. He's down 0-2. Means looking to strike out 4th batter here. 0-2 pitch. Lines it to left, and it's foul. Just past Vance Wilson. Still 0-2. Severino wanting this next one inside. And Franco tries to take it the other way. So now he's fighting. Down 0-2 in the count, like Salvador Perez. We'll see another one here. Pitch in the dirt, ball 1. So the Royals haven't gotten a hit so far in this inning, but they have done a good job being a nuisance to this Orioles pitcher. The 1-2 now to Franco. Swings and misses at a pitch inside, and Means does have 4 after 2 innings of work. We'll now go to the 3rd inning. You're listening to the Royals Radio Network. Hanser Alberto will lead off the 3rd inning. He bats 2nd, and the Orioles line up. He's 0 for 1 today. So Duffy, like pretty much all the Royals pitchers we've seen recently, struggling getting the second half of a lineup out.
1-0.
Ball 1 to Alberto, and usually how that goes is at first the bottom of the lineup gets you, and then everyone gets you. That's what we saw against Chicago, and now we're seeing it against Baltimore. The 1-0 pitch. This is inside for ball 2. Two-0 pitch. Swings and misses to that changeup, strike 1. That changeup's been working well for Duffy early in this game. He's got a lot of swings and misses using it. 2 balls and 1 strike to Hanser Alberto. This next pitch will be 45 for Duffy in only the 3rd inning. He hasn't gotten it out yet. Fouled off for strike 2. That evens the count. Two-two pitch. Apparently called the ball, missing on the corner. That runs the count full. The first strike Duffy actually throws in this at-bat is called a ball. He managed to get Alberto to swing at 2 pitches outside the zone. Payoff pitch now. Swings at another pitch outside the zone, and we'll do it again with the count full. Another 3-2. And another questionable pitch doesn't go Duffy's way. And the leadoff man is on. And we know how this usually ends. If Duffy can't settle himself down and gets him out, the Royals will find themselves down by 3. Here's Trey Mancini. He flew out his first time up. Dangerous hitter to face after you put the leadoff man on base. First pitch to him. In there for strike 1. The same pitch that Alberto was just walked on is called the strike. The first pitch to Mancini. 0-1 now. In there for strike 2. So Mancini, thinking he doesn't have to swing to get himself on base, now finds himself down in the count 0-2. Will have to start swinging now. Oh, 2 pitch. Trying to trip him up. Misses high for ball 1. Duffy can't lose him now. He needs the shout. 1-2 pitch. Misses for a slider. Still showing Mancini that maybe he doesn't have to swing even after falling down 0-2. Slider missed way inside. Duffy having trouble locating now. 2-2 pitch. Another slider. He loses control of it. Misses way inside. Mancini has not swung at this at bat. The count has gone from 0-2 to 3-2. Payoff pitch. Finally he swings and he fouls it off, and we'll see another 3-2 here. Fouls off another pitch to the right side. It's now Mancini fighting in this at bat. Another 3-2. Another foul ball. Another payoff pitch coming up here. And it misses for ball 4. And Duffy has walked the first 2 men on. Threw a lot of good pitches to Mancini. They were all fouled off. Then eventually tried to trick him up with a high fastball, and it didn't work. So now here's DJ Stewart. Duffy still struggling to find the first out. Curveball misses outside for ball 1. And Duffy could really use a ground ball here. One-oh pitch. Swings and misses to that fastball for strike 1. One pitch. Lined into right center field. Another gap shot for extra bases. Mancini heading to third. 1 run already scored. He is rounding third. The cutoff by Merrifield heading home is not in time. It is now 4-0 Baltimore. And that's what happens when you walk people. 2 runs scored, both of them walks on a G.J. Stewart double, and the Royals are now down 4-0 as Duffy still can't get an out here in the 3rd inning. If it was a force out at home, Mancini likely would have still been safe. So now Stewart on second. Hahn has begun warming up with the Royals bullpen. Nobody out. He's already in. Strike 1 to Santander. He's 0 for 1 today, but like the rest of the Orioles lineup, he could wake up at any time. It took him 9 innings yesterday. 0-1 pitch. Misses for ball 1. Santander hitting 4 for 13 in his last several games. Joey's been cold, but the Royals were big to differ. Hit the other way to right, and it's foul. One-two pitch. Hit the other way, still 1-2. Duffy still can't get that 3rd strike. One-two pitch. Grounded into right field for a base hit. Dozier will pick it up. Stewart heading home, and there will be no play. 5-0 Baltimore after 3 innings. Still no outs. And Duffy had another hitter down to his last strike.
The center fielder, Austin Hayes.
Wherever there's a gap, the Orioles find it. Now here's Austin Hayes. He's 1 for 1. And again, the Royals cannot keep a struggling team struggling. This is the 2nd time the Royals have faced a team that's last in their division coming into the series. And now with the game already getting out of reach this early, it's looking like they found a way to make another cold team hot. Fouled for strike 1, that makes the count even at 1. 1-1 pitch. Swings and misses for strike 2. Duffy coming up on 69 pitches. And he has not gotten it out. He has another hitter down to his last strike. 1-2 pitch now to Hayes. This is inside for ball 2. And Duffy at this point has got to be wondering what he has to do when he gets a batter down to 2 strikes. The pitch is outside the zone. They don't swing at. The one's inside. They either foul off like that one or get a base hit. Usually in the gap. 2-2 to Hayes. Slider backs him way off the plate. So the count runs full to another Orioles batter, Ramon Urias, in the on-deck circle. Duffy's still struggling to get that 3rd strike. He's been working on it with Hayes here, and he's ran the count full again. He's already walked 2 in the inning, and they both scored. And Hayes hits this one deep to left field. It's tailing to the left, and it just goes foul. Another chance for Duffy here. Game could easily be 7-0. Hanging ball is through the right side of the infield for another base hit. They need to take him out. Another base hit. Ramon Urias will come to the plate. This inning started with Hanser Alberto, the second hitter. Still no outs, and Mike Matheny has seen enough of Duffy with the game already lost. He'll go to the bullpen. And it's only the 3rd inning. Devastating for Duffy.
Your attention, please.
Our Chevy called to the bullpen, Jesse Hahn.
Number 32.
He pitched yesterday. He's making his 8th appearance of the season. He's pitched 52 thirds innings with an ERA of 3.45. And it looks like it's going to be another bullpen day for the Royals. Duffy only pitched 2+ innings. Ramon Urias 1 for 1. The 7th batter. This inning started with the 2nd hitter. Still no outs. Man on 1st and 2nd. And Hahn goes to work. Grounded foul for strike 1. Almost every hitter Duffy faced in this inning was down to their last strike. And he couldn't get any of them out. Fouled off for strike 2. Now Hahn has Urias down 0-2. Looking for the first out of the inning. 3 runs already in. 0-2 pitch. Hits this into shallow right. Merrifield manages to snag it out of the air for out number 1.
The catcher, number 28, Pedro.
That'll bring up Pedro Severino. Hahn now a ground ball away from getting out of this inning. Severino doesn't have good speed. Of course, many ground balls have already been hit in this inning, and none of them have been fielded. Strike 1 to Severino. Oh, 1 pitch. This is inside for ball 1. Count is even. 1-1 pitch to Severino. Tries to throw a fastball low. Didn't fool him. 2 balls and 1 strike. And when you're at this point in the game, you're having to call in the bullpen in the 3rd inning with nobody out, and you're down 5-0. All you can do is just get work in for your team and your pitchers. Hit the other way for strike two. If the Royals can hold the Orioles, and that's a big if considering what we've seen the past 2 days, the Royals theoretically could score 5 runs. Line foul. Just to the left of the foul line, so no run score there. But the Royals offense needs to get the work, and they haven't shown any signs of life their first 2 innings. Hahn finally gets a strikeout. 2 outs in the inning now.
Now batting, the first baseman.
Here's Renato Nunez. Hahn isn't pitching with much stress. The Orioles already have such a big lead that giving up a few more runs doesn't mean much. Now, we've seen that a lot from the Royals last year. With a struggling bullpen, they'd settle down once the game is out of reach, so it seemed like nerves is what was getting to them a lot. And early in the season this year, it seems like nerves wasn't a factor for most of the Royals bullpen, and now for some reason, that's all come back into play. Hit right to Merrifield, and there's out number 3, so Hahn doesn't give up a single inherited run, but Duffy gives up 3. It is now 5-0 heading to the bottom of the third. You're listening to the Royals Radio Network. Brian O'Hearn will lead off the bottom of the third, hitting .237. And the Royals need a man on because they need to get to work. All you can do with a deficit like this is just start plucking away. Fouled off for strike 1. O'Hearn doesn't have good numbers against lefties.
Ball 1.
Pitch misses low for ball 1. Need a lot for him to get on at this point. The 1-1 pitch.
That's a ball.
Slider misses just high for ball 2. Severino wanting this low. O'Hearn hits it into shallow right. Urias makes the play with the shift on for out number 1. That'll bring up Bubba Starling, hitting .219 in his second straight game. He'll be followed by Whit Merrifield. Means hit his spot. The umpire said that Starling went on that half swing, so no balls and a strike. Pitch in there for strike 2. So now already Starling down to his last strike. Means already has 4 punch-outs today. Looking for his 5th. This is outside for ball 1. Unlike Duffy, Means has not struggled getting that 3rd strike. The Royals swinging freely when they get to that point. The 1-2 pitch. Starling swings at a high pitch, fouls it off. Would have been ball 2. But since he managed to get a piece of it, he's still alive out there. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Ball.
Fastball misses high, and there is ball 2. Starling hits this on the ground. Iglesias will pick it up. Throw to first is in time for out number 2. Means just cruising at this point. He's had no problems with Royals hitters after giving up the single to Adalberto Mondesi. If Merrifield gets on base, he would have to face Mondesi again. Merrifield is 0 for 1. First pitch to Merrifield. Grounds it up the middle. Urias able to make the play. He jumps and throws to first in time. It's a 1-2-3 inning. We'll go to the 4th. The Royals still down for the Royals Radio Network. Top of the 4th inning. Royals down 5-0. Hahn will go back out there. as he will try to keep the Orioles down to 5 runs. At this point, he can just relax and throw his game. The Royals offense putting up no fight anymore. Even in the second inning, they did not get a hit. But Perez and Franco had some very long at-bats. They rose Means' pitch count up, but with the quick innings he just had, all that work is gone. And he'll be able to pitch deep into this game unless the Royals offense can do something. Jose Iglesias, the leadoff man for the Orioles, will lead off the 4th inning. First pitch is fouled off to the right side for strike 1. Perez wanting this inside, the 0-1 pitch. Hit into right center, and Merrifield can't get to it. Leadoff man on for the Orioles.
Now batting, third baseman, Alberto.
Hanser Alberto will come to the plate. He walked his last time up to get that monster inning for the Orioles started. One man on, nobody out. Strike 1. So Alberto is 0 for 1. A walk to knock down as a bat. Oh, 1 pitch. Strike called high in the zone. And that might be a call that a Royals pitcher has been looking for all day. Especially Duffy. If Duffy could have gotten that call, really would have helped. 2-1 Twins lead in the 4th inning right now. The Royals on the verge of falling another game back to them.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
This is high for ball 1. One-two pitch to Alberto. This is for ball 2. It's a little more likely for the Tigers to come back in Minnesota right now than it is for the Royals to come back here. So, we'll be scoreboard watching, keeping an eye on that game. This is grounded to Mondesi. Hahn really needs this. Throw to second out. Merrifield the first. Out. Double play. 2 outs, nobody on now.
Now batting, the right field.
And there's Duffy's numbers today. He only pitched 2 innings. He couldn't get an out in the 3rd, so he's only credited for the 2. He gave up 7 hits and 5 runs. He walked 2. Here's Trey Mancini 0 for 1 today. He also walked his last time up against Danny Duffy. First pitch to him. Takes it the other way to right, and it tails foul. Mancini hitting .556 in his last 10 games. He's been on fire. He got 4 hits yesterday. Pitch misses inside for ball 1. He has 2 at-bats and no hits so far today. But he does have a walk. This is grounded down the left field line, just fair, and Mancini does have his first hit today. He's going for second. Gordon's throw is in time. Foolish base running there by Trey Mancini. Ends up being an easy inning for Hahn. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th. You're listening to the Royals Radio Network. First pitch of the 4th inning coming. Bottom of the 4th. Here's Adalberto Mondesi, 1 for 1 today. This is high for ball 1. He singled in the 1st, and that's been the only hit for the Royals today. No one's been able to get a Means' number here. Change up in there for strike 1.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
1 ball and 1 strike. Mondesi swings and misses with that fastball. He's down 1-2. Severino wanting it high now. And Mondesi swings and misses for strike 3. So 10 straight men out for John Means and 5 strikeouts.
Alex Gordon.
That's 9 men out. That's right, Mondesi got a hit. So if he gets Gordon out, then there'd be 10 straight men out. As the Royals have not got a hit since Mondesi's last at bat, so here's the pitch to Gordon. Fouls it off. The Royals have not even had a base runner. Means has been pitching very accurately. The 0-1 pitch. This is hit into right. Mancini coming in, and he'll make the catch for out number 2. 53 pitches with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th. Here's Jorge Soler, who struck out his last time up. First pitch to Soler. Strike 1. And they're doing a right-handed shift against Jorge Soler, which has still been a topic of discussion because Soler has not struggled hitting the ball the other way. 0-1 pitch. This is inside for ball 1. He has in fact gotten several hits because of that right-handed shift, because he managed to ground it the other way to the right side. But they continue to do the shift. Something has been going on in baseball for a few years here. 1-1 now to Soler. This is inside for ball 2. Two and one now. Soler hits it down the left field line. Foul. It's 2-2. Now here's the pitch. Changeup misses for ball 3. The count runs full. Hunter Dozier on deck if Soler can find his way on here. Payoff pitch. Hits it the other way. Foul again. So we'll see another 3-2 here. Severino wanting it low. Soler fouls off what would have been ball 4. And he'll stay alive and keep Means out there pitching. Looked like he was going to have a quick inning, but Soler is postponing that. Another 3-2. Called strike 3, a pitch right there for him, and he can't pull the trigger. So another 1-2-3 inning. We'll go to the 5th now. You're listening to the Royals Radio Network. Top of the 5th inning, Ian Kennedy starting to warm up in the Royals bullpen as Hahn goes out there for another inning of work. He's credited right now with 2 innings because he had to get all 3 outs in the 3rd. Then he had a fairly easy inning in the 4th despite giving up 2 hits. A double play and an Alex Gordon throw out got him through the inning facing the minimum. First pitch misses for ball 1, and there is Kennedy throwing his warm-up tosses. He gave up that home run that ended up being the game winner yesterday. DJ Stewart, 1 for 2 today, the 1-0 pitch. Fouls it off for strike 1. Regardless of how Hahn does this inning, this will likely be his last. 1-1 pitch. Misses high for ball 2. He has pitched 4 innings on one other occasion and did very well. 3-1. But judging by how the last inning went and how it could have been much worse, we'll see if Matheny wants to push him. Right now, 3-1 to DJ Stewart. Perez wanting the next one low. Called strike 2. And after that last pitch didn't go Hahn's way, that this borderline pitch does, and the count is full. Payoff pitch. Way outside. Don't know why you throw one there with 3 balls. And the leadoff man is on again for Jesse Hahn. Anthony Santander will come to the plate. He's 1 for 2 today. First pitch to Santander. Line foul to the right side. Into the dugout suites. Hopefully no one got hit in there. No balls and a strike. Hanging pitch, he can only chop it foul. He's down 0-2. Oh-2 pitch, Hahn looking for the punch out. And it's grounded to the right side, just foul. O'Hearn fields it in foul territory. 0-2 pitch. Grounded foul to the left side now, and Now we're seeing Santander really extending this at bat, despite the fact he's down 0-2, so he's doing the same thing to Hahn that everyone was doing to Duffy.
Nope.
Slider misses just low, didn't fool him on that for ball 1. 1-2 now. Grounded right to Merrifield. Throw to second out. Mondeschi to first. Out. Again, Hahn gets the leadoff man on, and then gets a double play right after it. So he's really been getting lucky here recently. Balls are being hit to people. He's gotten a couple double plays. His defense is really making outs for him. And if he can get Austin Hayes out, he'll get through 3 innings of work without giving up a single run. Not even giving up an inherited run. He had 2 guys on with nobody out in the 3rd. Hayes is 2 for 2 today, so it would be a tough out. First pitch is chopped foul for strike 1. And we've seen today, Baltimore hitters are down to 2 strikes more often than not. And they've scored 5 runs regardless. Nice play by Franco. Out number 3. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th. You're listening to the Royals Radio Network. We're in the bottom of the 5th, still 5-0 Baltimore. Jesse Hahn has really done a good job keeping the Orioles down in these last 3 innings, but still a big deficit that the Royals need to come back from, and they have not gotten a hit since going down 5-0. So John Means has really settled himself down with a big lead. Hunter Dozier will lead off the bottom of the 5th. Sean Armstrong and Richard Bleer warming up in the Orioles bullpen. Means pitch count fairly low for this point in the game. Not as low as you'd want it to be. But he can definitely go several more innings at this pace. First pitch to Dozier.
Ball 1.
Pitch missing for ball 1. So Dozier was having a great season until about a week ago when he just fell off and could not find his way on base. And now he's trying to get back on track. He hit a double yesterday. This pitch is fouled off. 1 ball and 1 strike. One and 1 pitch now. Dozier grounds it to Urias at second. Leadoff man is gone. The Royals still can't even get a base runner. They have not only not gotten a hit since falling down 5-0, they have not gotten a base runner. Salvador Perez will come to the plate. He's 0 for 1 today. First pitch to him. Fouled off. Strike 1. Oh, 1 pitch.
Nope.
Misses for ball 1. Means has been throwing very accurately. The Royals have not been able to get a handle on his pitches. He's really hitting his marks, and they've been fooled all day long. A 1-1 pitch. Perez hits this deep to left. Santander going back, takes a few steps. Makes the catch for out number 2. That'll bring up Maikel Franco. 2 outs, nobody on for him. He's 0 for 1 today, like most of the Royals lineup. First pitch is right down the middle for strike 1. Like I said, he's pitching accurately. The Royals have let a lot of pitches like that go by while swinging at pitches way out of the zone. 1-0 pitch. Oh, 1 pitch, excuse me.
1-1.
Way inside, ball 1. Franco did a good job watching that go by, and the count runs even. Severino wanting it in again.
Nope.
And it misses in again, so another good eye by Franco. This one much closer to the zone. He's able to hold off on it. 2 balls and a strike. Means at 70 pitches right now. Fouled off for strike 2. Two-two pitch. Misses inside, and the count runs full. So Franco has managed to extend this at bat. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Ryan O'Hearn on deck. The Royals looking for their second base runner of the game. Payoff pitch to Franco. Chopper on the ground is short. Iglesias makes the play. Throw to first is in time, and yet another 1-2-3 inning by John Means. We'll go to the 6th inning now. You're listening to the Royals Radio Network. Ramon Urias will lead out the top of the 6th. He's 1 for 2 today. Got an RBI triple earlier in the game. First pitch to him. Strike 1. Hahn's still out there in his 4th inning of work. He'll face the bottom of the lineup, but that has been the roughest part of the Orioles lineup of late. He has Urias down, no balls and 2 strikes. So Matheny not going with Kennedy yet. 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Hahn gets Urias on 3 straight pitches. And the leadoff man is gone. Good change of pace for Jesse Hahn. Really the first time he's gotten the leadoff man out. Leadoff man has gotten on in the 2 clean innings he got. In the first inning he came in the 3rd. There was already 2 men on for him, even though he got the first man he faced out. 2-seam fastball misses for ball 1 against Pedro Severino. He's 0 for 2 today. Struck out both times. He also came in to face the lefty Danny Duffy. And now he's facing a righty, Jesse Hahn, in his 3rd at bat. 1-0 pitch. Called strike 1. One pitch now. Fouls it down the right field line, and it tails foul into the stands. Dozier didn't move out there and right. He saw it going foul. 1-2 pitch now. Curveball misses low for ball 2. Tried to trick him up on that pitch. It was way too low, and pitch selection has not been good for the Royals. Chop foul. When they do decide to throw one outside of the zone to trick someone up, most of the time it's missed so badly no one even had to think about it. And even on the times it is close, no one swings. So good eye by the Orioles. 3 balls and 2 strikes now. Renato Nunez on deck as the count runs full. Hahn technically had a 1-2-3 inning in the 3rd. Hasn't had so easy the last 2 innings. This is hit to right. Dozier going out to get it. And he makes the catch for out number 2.
Now batting, the first baseman, Renato.
So Renato Nunez comes to the plate. He's 1 for 2. Hahn looking for a 1-2-3 inning. First pitch to Nunez. 2-seam fastball misses outside for ball 1. One 0 pitch. Misses inside for ball 2. Both those pitches were fairly close, but Nunez not fooled. Now the 2-0. And that pitch brings it to 3-0, and we've seen that called a strike for John Means several times today. Hahn has no such luck. The 3-0 pitch now. Misses for ball 4, and he walks Nunez on 4 straight pitches after striking out Urias earlier on 3 straight pitches. So that'll bring up Jose Iglesias, who's 2 for 3 today. Hahn not getting the 1-2-3 inning he was hoping for. Back to the top. Hahn now from the stretch. First pitch to Iglesias. Misses inside, ball 1. Now Hahn struggling with his command. Maybe he's getting a little winded here. Dini making no changes so far. We saw Kennedy warming up earlier. 1-0 pitch. Misses outside for ball 2. Hahn falls behind another hitter. 6 straight balls. Two-0 now to Iglesias. In there, strike 1 finally ends that streak of pitches outside the zone. 2 balls and a strike now. Iglesias grounds this. Good play by O'Hearn. He'll step on first himself for out number 3. Hahn pitches 4 scoreless innings. We'll go to the bottom of the 6th. You're listening to the Royals Radio Network. Ryan O'Hearn leading off the bottom of the 6th inning. The Royals still looking for a base runner.
Number 66.
O'Hearn 0 for 1. He'll be followed by Starling and Merrifield. First pitch. Fouled off for strike 1. So the Royals at first were just looking for some runs. Now they're looking for a base runner because it hasn't been since the first inning that they've had one. 0-1 pitch to O'Hearn. Misses low for ball 1. In the bottom of the 6th inning, Means has thrown 75 pitches to this point. 1-1 now. Misses for ball 2. O'Hearn ahead in the count. 2-1 pitch. Tries to take it the other way, and it's fouled off for strike 2. Two-two pitch. Called strike 3. O'Hearn could take the bat off his shoulder. John Means now has 7 strikeouts, and this has been one of the best games of the season so far for Means. It is early, but he has not shown this type of prowess against any other team except the Royals. Now here's Bubba Starling 0 for 1 today. Fastball misses high for ball 1. It'll be Starling and Merrifield. If either one of them can get on, then it would bring up Mondesi, the only guy who's gotten a hit today. Starling grounds this one to Alberto at third, and there's a quick out number 2. 2 out, nobody out. Whit Merrifield will come to the plate, and he's 0 for 2 today. Means will start his 3rd time through the order here at the bottom of the 6th. Merrifield started the season slowly, unable to get any hits. Then he went on a 16-game hitting streak, which ended yesterday. And now he's not gotten a hit today. 1-0 pitch. Misses for ball 2. Now the 2-0 pitch to Merrifield. Misses for ball 3. Mondesi on deck if Merrifield can get on. If he walked, he'd be only the 2nd base runner of the game and the 1st since the 1st inning. Next pitch will be 84 for Means. The 3-0 pitch. Right down the middle as expected for strike 1. Clear. Merrifield didn't have the green light there. Now that he's seen a strike. If the at-bat changes here, the 3-1 pitch. Merrifield takes it to left center. Santander going back to get it. And there's out number 3. The Royals still can't get a base runner. We'll go to the 7th inning. You're listening to the Royals Radio Network.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for
Top of the 7th inning. Another Chevy call to the bullpen. Ian Kennedy will make his 13th appearance of the season. Jesse Hahn pitched a great game. 4 innings, he gave up no runs. Barlow will warm up behind Kennedy in the Royals bullpen. Hanser Alberto will lead it off. First pitch by Kennedy in the game to Alberto. Right down the middle for strike one. Located his first pitch, so Alberto just seeing if he can locate. Oh, 1 pitch. Misses high for ball one. Not a good location there. There is Barlow throwing one tossers in the bullpen. A 1-1 pitch. Just low for ball two.
Count is 2-1.
The cutter just dropped underneath the zone. Probably exactly where Kennedy wanted to throw it, but Alberto watched it go by. The 2-1 pitch. Hanging ball, hit right to Mondesi at short. Throw to first is in time. Leadoff man is gone here in the top of the seventh.
The right fielder, number 16, Trey.
So Trey Mancini will come to the plate. Meanwhile, in Minnesota, the score is still 2-1 in the seventh inning. Trey Mancini, 1 for 2 today. First pitch to him. Hits it the other way for strike one. Into foul territory. The 0-1 pitch. Knuckle curve misses low for ball one. Count is even. Probably the toughest out Kennedy's going to face in this inning is Trey Mancini, the 1-1 pitch. This is inside for ball two. This just hasn't been one of the best games John Means has seen in his career. This has also been one of the best hitting performances the Orioles have done this year. The half swing by Mancini. Their plate discipline has been unbeatable in these past two games, especially today. No matter how close the pitch is to being in the zone, they won't swing at it if it's called a ball. And even when pitches are in the zone, if they don't like them, they'll foul them off and stay alive, as Mancini just did there. 2-2 pitch. Into the Royals dugout. It's hard to beat a team that has everything working for them like the Baltimore Orioles do in these last two games. And they've only found that these last two games. Much like the White Sox when they came into Kansas City before this series. Still 2-2 as Mancini fouls another one off. And right now the Royals have nothing going for them. Another foul ball. The Royals starters, even their best, Brad Keller, can't seem to get out. Their bullpen's still been doing well. Another foul ball with 2-2. Mancini really fighting. He's going to force Kennedy to throw another ball. And that would bring the count to full. Another 2-2. And there it is. Misses high for ball three. DJ Stewart on deck as the count goes full. So now Kennedy, having the same feeling Duffy probably was earlier, having no idea how to get the guys out at this point. The payoff pitch. Grounded to Merrifield at second, and there's out number two. So Mancini finally puts the ball in play, and it gets hit to somebody. So now he has a chance for a 1-2-3 inning. It's been very elusive so far in this game. Hasn't happened yet. Here's DJ Stewart, 1 for 2 today. Perez wanting this high, and it misses just over the zone for ball one. Now the Royals, who scored 4 runs yesterday, would have been enough had it not been for one more home run. Can't even get a base runner today. Starling coming in to get this ball, and it is the first 1-2-3 inning for the Royals. We'll go to the bottom of the seventh. Mondesi will lead things off. You're listening to the Royals Radio Network. Adalberto Mondesi with a single in the first inning has been the only base runner the Royals have got to be 86 for means, so he's pitched deep. Mondesi trying to bunt to get on base again. It's a good one. The throw by Alberto pulls Nunez off the bag. And Mondesi is now on base for the second time today. Here's Gordon, who's 0 for 2. Mondesi's on to lead off the inning. And Means now pitching from the stretch. We'll see if he even remembers how to do that. Man on first, nobody out. They'll try to pick off Mondesi. We saw him doing that a lot last time Mondesi was on base. And Mondesi really has no incentive to steal. The run doesn't matter. Maybe the only reason would be to stay out of a double play. 1-0 pitch to Gordon. Grounds it to Nunez. Throw to second out. Throw to first out, and there's the double play. So a man gets on first, and he's immediately taken off with only the second pitch. Means throws after giving up the hit. That'll bring up Jorge Soler. Means looking to face the minimum of this inning. And really nothing is working for the Royals. It's been an abysmal game all around. Soler is 0 for 2 today. The only bright spot for the Royals has been Mondesi with now 2 hits, and Jesse Hahn pitching 4 scoreless innings. Pitch misses for ball 1.
Count 1-0.
Means right back in the windup.
Ball 2.
Fastball misses low for ball 2. Two-0 pitch. Soler hits this deep into center field. Hayes going back to get it. He's at the track, at the wall. It goes over the wall, and the Royals finally have a run. Jorge Soler hits his 8th home run of the season, a solo shot with 2 outs. And the score is now 5-1. And we'll see if Brandon Hyde is finally ready to take John Means out of this game now that he's given up 3 hits and a home run. Soler taking that straight away to center field. Just chose the toughest place in the ballpark to hit a home run. Hayes jumped up on the wall trying to get it, but it was well over his glove. And Brandon Hyde is indeed coming out. And John Means' day is done. Still, the best pitching performance he's had all year long.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please.
Sean Armstrong will come into the game, his 8th appearance of the season. He's pitched 7 innings at a 3.86 ERA. He will face Hunter Dozier. The Royals now have some signs of life. Not a lot, only 1 run scored. They're still down by 4. And they have 7 outs remaining. Here's Hunter Dozier, 0 for 2 today. Takes the first pitch to left field. This should be extra bases. Santander going out to get it. Picking it up only now as Dozier cruises into second. First pitch by Armstrong. He gives up a double to Dozier. Second consecutive game with a hit. He now has 8 doubles on the year. He pulled that pitch down the left field line. So here's Salvador Perez. Michael Rooker and Richard Bleer warming up in the bullpen. First pitch to Perez. He takes this into left center field, and it won't drop for him, and Hayes makes out number 3. But the Royals do manage to finally get a run on the board with a Jorge Soler solo shot. We'll go to the 8th. You're listening to the Royals Radio Network.
Your attention please. Now pitching for the Royals.
Scott Barlow will now come into the game. His 11th appearance of the season. He's pitched 12 2/3 and an ERA of 0.71. Lowest in the bullpen aside from Trevor Rosenthal. So Matheny will go with him instead of Kennedy, who had a 1-2-3 inning in the 7th. Anthony Santander will lead things off in the top of the 8th. The Royals managed to get a run off a Soler home run in the bottom of the 7th. They had a chance for more, a Dozier double, and then once again a break goes against the Royals as Perez hit a line shot to left center that just hung in the air. Could get to it. Had that ball dropped, it'd be 5-2. Right now the count is 1 ball and 1 strike to Anthony Santander. Is wanting this next one outside. Taken the other way by Santander, and it's fouled off. So 1-2 now. One misses inside for ball 2. Slider tailed in too much on him. Count is even, the 2-2 pitch. In the dirt, and that runs the count full. Really lost control of that slider. Austin Hayes on deck. Five pitches, 3 balls, 2 strikes for Barlow. Here's the payoff pitch. Swings and misses for strike 3. He gets the leadoff man out. We usually see with Barlow when he comes into a game, it takes him a few pitches to get hot, and he gets the leadoff man out. You see how the 2 pitchers compare today, and really there's no comparison. John Means with his best start of the season, Duffy with his worst, and that's why the score is 5-0. But the real impressive appearance today by a Royal is the 4 innings that Jesse Hahn pitched without giving up a run to keep the Royals down 5-0. Now it is 5-1. 1 out, nobody on for Austin Hayes. First pitch in there for strike 1. So it's looking more and more like the Baltimore Orioles are going to win this series. Tomorrow the Royals will head back to Chicago for a 3-game set with the Chicago White Sox. McCarthy and Stombaugh currently warming up in the Royals bullpen. We'll see which one Matheny will go with in the 9th. He might just stick with Barlow if he continues to pitch well. Hayes is 2 for 3 today, the 0-2 to him. This is inside for ball 1. The 1-2 pitch now. Slider misses outside for ball 2. Two pitch. Misses high for ball 3 in the second straight batter. Barlow has run the count full. Ramon Urias in the on-deck circle. Now we see Barlow do this a lot. The payoff pitch. Way outside, and he got Hayes to swing at it. So we'll do it again. Would have easily been ball 4. Another 3-2. Called strike 3. Looked to be low in the zone, but the Royals really need that call because the Orioles have been getting it. And Barlow now has 2 outs and nobody on, looking for a 1-2-3 inning. Here's Ramon Urias, 1 for 3 today. Curveball misses in the dirt for ball 1. He got an RBI triple his first time up. Hasn't gotten a hit since. The 1-0 pitch. Another pitch in the dirt, this time a slider. 2 balls and no strikes to Urias. So Barlow not locating those first 2 breaking balls very well. Now the 2-0 pitch. This is hit to the right side, well foul, into the stands. 2 balls and a strike. Perez shutting up inside, the 2-1 pitch. Called strike 2. Just in the corner. Another call that had it gone Duffy's way. He would have had a much better game. 2-2 pitch. Inside, and yet again, Barlow gets the count full. Severino on deck. If Urias gets on, here's the payoff pitch. Well inside for ball 4, and he can't get the 1-2-3 inning. He walks Urias.
The catcher, number 28, Pedro.
And 3 of those 4 balls were very obvious. 2 of them in the dirt. The one that walked him almost hit him. So if Barlow's going to get tricky, he needs to do it better than that. Not locating his pitches of that last at bat. Now here's Pedro Severino, who's 0 for 3 today. Pitch misses high for ball 1. One 0 pitch. Misses inside for ball 2. He falls behind another hitter. Looking a little better in this at-bat. Those pitches were much closer, but not close enough to fool Severino. 2-0 pitch. Misses high again.
No thanks.
That's ball 3. Renato Nunez on deck. You don't want to walk a guy into scoring position. We've seen that bite the Royals countless times. Saw the Orioles started off their day. 3-0 pitch. In there for strike 1. That collapse of a third inning started with 2 walks. And there are 2 outs in this inning. And now there are 2 walks after getting 2 outs. Barlow, after striking out the first 2 batters out of nowhere, can't locate now. Renato Nunez will come to the plate. He's 1 for 2. The Orioles on the verge of getting that run back, but the Royals were able to get in the bottom of the 7th off a Soler home run. Nunez is 1 for 2 today. A base hit will make it a 5-run lead once again. Barlow, aside from Rosenthal, has the lowest ERA on the team. That's because Rosenthal doesn't have an ERA yet. Straight zeros. Barlow at 0.71. Looking to keep it low. But he has to get this guy out. 1-0 pitch. Misses, and once again, he's down 2-0 to another hitter. He's really struggling with this location now. And it's gotten him into this trouble. 2-0 pitch. Rounded right to Merrifield. There's actually a line shot to Merrifield, and there's out number 3. So Barlow does get around those 2 walks. Good play by Merrifield. We'll go to the bottom of the 8th. You're listening to the Royals Radio Network.
Leading off for the Royals, the third baseman,
Michael Franco
Franco.
leading off the bottom of the 8th inning. He's 0 for 2 today. It'll free Franco, O'Hearn, and Starling. Armstrong only threw 2 pitches to get Dozier out, to get Perez out. Dozier got a hit with 1 pitch. Perez got out with the 2nd pitch. Slider misses inside for ball 1. First pitch Armstrong has thrown, that good contact wasn't made, and Perez really got robbed of a hit. That pitch, line shot, you can't hit it much better than that, and it just didn't drop before Hayes got to it. 1-0 pitch to Franco, misses inside for ball 2. So the Royals have 4 hits on the day, 2 by Mondesi, 1 by Soler, 1 by Dozier. Only have 1 run off that Soler home run. 2-0 to Franco. Just misses outside, ball 3. There is O'Hearn. He will face a righty now. Three-0 pitch to Franco. In the dirt, ball 4. Franco watched on 4 straight pitches, and we'll see if Hyde will have Armstrong the righty face O'Hearn the lefty after walking Franco on 4 straight pitches. O'Hearn is 0 for 2, but that's against the lefty, Means. And Armstrong will stay out there. Brian O'Hearn comes to the plate. He's been hitting very well off righties, but he's going through a cold spell of his own recently. He did manage to get an RBI double yesterday. This is inside for ball 1. And the Royals don't have time to pick away at the Orioles' lead anymore. They're down by 4 with only 6 outs left. One-0 pitch to O'Hearn. It's just in the left center, but it's high in the air. Hayes has time to get to it, and he will get to it for out number 1, and Franco has to retreat back to first. That'll bring up Bubba Starling. He's 0 for 2 today. If he doesn't hit to a double play, Whit Merrifield will come to the plate. But Starling does have 2 groundouts today. So he's a likely suspect for it at this point. Of course, those were both off Means, who's pitching a career game. Slider in there for strike 1. 0-1 pitch. Swings and misses at a cutter way high in the zone for strike 2. Gotta wonder what he was thinking swinging at that one. 0-2 pitch. Another pitch high in the zone, this one much further inside. He watches it go by. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Severino wanting it low. Called strike 3 in the corner. Starling choosing his pitches very poorly in that bat. But he didn't hit into a double play. So here's Whit Merrifield, 0 for 3 today. His hitting streak ended. Now he needs to end a hit-less streak before it starts again. First pitch to him. Right down the middle. If you want to get a hit, that's the pitch you do it on. He's down 0-1, keeping the bat on his shoulder. 0-1 pitch. Grounds out one to the left side, foul. No balls and 2 strikes. The leadoff man was put on for the Royals, Maikel Franco, and they haven't been able to do anything with him. 0-2 pitch to Merrifield. Hits it the other way, foul, still 0-2. Severino wanted that pitch inside. Probably wasn't as far inside as Armstrong was hoping. But Merrifield could only foul it off. The 0-2 pitch. Slider misses outside and low for ball 1. One-two pitch. Right down the middle. Armstrong missed his spot again, and only Merrifield can just foul it off. So he's really struggling with hitting right now. That pitch ended up right down the middle for him. Another 1-2. In the dirt for ball 2. Franco's trying to take second. He doesn't have good speed, but he'll make it. And now a base hit will bring in another run, possibly. Ruled a wild pitch on Armstrong. It got behind Severino, which gave Franco time to get to second. So now 2 balls and 2 strikes to Whit Merrifield. All Armstrong needs is 1 more strike, and that doesn't matter. Slider misses for ball 3. He does have an open base now, and Alberto Mondesi on deck. He'd be batting left-handed if Armstrong were to face him. Payoff pitch to Merrifield. Hits it the other way to right, and it'll drop in front of Mancini. Franco holding at third, not with good speed. So Merrifield finally able to get another hit after a couple of cold games. And 1 drops. And indeed, Hyde is bringing in Tanner Scott. He'll be his 29th. No, it's his first appearance of the season. He had 28 appearances last year. So the Royals facing a new pitcher today. Alberto Mondesi will come to the plate batting right-handed. Men on the corners for him. If he could get his 3rd hit of the game, he could cut the deficit to 3. Now that is only with 4 outs to go. But it's never over in baseball to the last out.
He's in there.
Baseball is a sport where anything can happen. And at this point in the game, you usually know what's going to happen, but that doesn't mean it's going to happen. First pitch to Mondesi. Misses for ball 1. And at this moment, tying run is represented by Alex Gordon in the on-deck circle. Sinker misses inside for ball 2. Scott, a submarine pitcher. It'll be hard for Gordon to get a beat off of him, but Mondesi, the switch hitter, can see him well. 2-0 pitch. This is hit into left center. Santana will come in to get it. Out number 3, and the Royals miss an opportunity to score. Still down 5-1. We're going to the 9th. You're listening to the Royals Radio Network. Kevin McCarthy will come into the game now in the 9th inning. This will be his 7th appearance on the year. Pitched 6 innings and a 4.50 ERA. He'll face the top of the lineup. Iglesias, Alberto, and then Mancini. Iglesias is 2 for 4 today. sinker misses for ball one. Iglesias is 1 for 9 in his career versus Kevin McCarthy. And because of his time in Detroit, he's seen a lot of Royals pitchers in his career. Grounded to Merrifield. Throw to first is in time. Leadoff man is gone here in the ninth. The bullpen has really done a great job today. Not a single run has scored off of any of the bullpen pitchers. But so far, Hahn, Kennedy, Barlow, and now McCarthy. McCarthy still has to get 2 outs. So Duffy somewhat unintentionally acted like an opener who only pitched 2 innings and gave up 5 runs in the process. Chopper back to McCarthy. He'll pick it up. Throw to first is in time for out number 2. Two men out, nobody out. That's the best way you want to face Trey Mancini. He's 1 for 3 today. So if the Royals could have chipped away offensively, they might have had a shot at this game, but John Means just pitched the best game he's pitched all year, maybe in his career. First pitch to Mancini. And there's nothing you can do when a guy is on like that. Mancini, 2 for 6 against McCarthy in his career. Hit into center field, and Starling has it for out number 3. Royals have 3 outs to get 4 runs. We'll go to the bottom of the ninth. You're listening to the Royals Radio Network. Alex Gordon, 0 for 3 today, leading off the bottom of the ninth inning. Tanner Scott still out there. He only threw 3 pitches. Ground to the left side, foul. It's not a save situation. So, Hyde will try to get Scott some work. And with the Royals hitting the way they are, it's not too difficult right now. 0-1 pitch. Gordon takes this one the other way to left, and it drops in fair territory. So Gordon has a base hit to lead off the bottom of the ninth inning as Santana couldn't get to it. It looked like it might have tailed foul, but it dropped before that happened. So here's Jorge Soler. He homered his last time up to give the Royals their only run so far. His only job now is to keep the line moving. That's all the Royals can do at this point. If Gordon gets to second, it would be a save situation, and then Hyde might go with Rucker. Pitch misses for ball 1. There is Rucker and Richard Bleer warming up next to him. One ball and no strikes to Jorge Soler. The 1-0 pitch. This is inside for ball 2. Soler now ahead in the count. Scott takes a look at Gordon. The 2-0 pitch. Misses for ball 3. Having trouble locating this at bat now. Putting Soler way ahead in the count. You never want to do that. Hunter Dozier on deck. He doubled his last time up. 3-0 pitch to Soler. Called a strike, looked high in the zone. And that pitch, that call has been all over the place today. 3-1 now. And a pitch that is lower is somehow called a ball. And that will make it a safe situation. So we'll see if Hyde decides to bring in his closer. There's 2 men on with nobody out at the bottom of the ninth. And indeed, Brandon Hyde going to Michael Givens. And he was not warming up in the Orioles bullpen, so he might be cold. This will be his 7th appearance. He's pitched 5 1/3 inning and an ERA of 3.38. So he comes in, only throws 8 warm-up pitches. They'll face Hunter Dozier, who doubled his last time up. Just like in the bottom of the 8th, The tying run is now the man on deck, which right now is Salvador Perez. So the Royals right now keeping the line moving. The two first men to bat in the inning are on base, and here's the first pitch by Givens.
Ball one.
This is low for ball one. Dozier only batting 190 with runners in scoring position this year. 1-0 pitch. In there for strike one. Another questionable call, and this strike zone has been really hard to predict and figure out today. One pitch. Now there was a great pitch for Dozier to hit, but he watches it go by for strike two. One-two pitch now. Takes it the other way to stay alive out there. It goes into foul territory. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Givens clearly not affected by having no warm-ups. That was right down the middle, and Dozier could only foul it off. Still 1-2. Another foul ball by Hunter Dozier. And whenever he swings at them, he can't get a good enough piece to put it in play. And maybe get a second hit of the ball game and bring in a run. Another 1-2. This time he does get it into play, and he hits it into right. Mancini's there. There's out number 1. Gordon not even close to having enough speed to make it to third on that. The run doesn't matter anyway. Here's Salvador Perez, 0 for 3 today. First pitch to him. Hanging changeup, and he just watches it go by. He's only hitting .062 with runners in scoring position, so Royals hitters are seeing a lot of great pitches to hit from Givens, Dozier, and Perez alike. But they either don't swing at it or can only foul it off. 1 ball and 1 strike to Perez now. Swings and misses at a fastball low. There's strike 2. One-two pitch now. Perez fouls it off. Now he's fighting to stay alive at the plate. Another 1-2 pitch. Hanging pitch. Perez hits it deep to left. Santana going back to get it. And it's over the wall. Perez's 4th home run of the season. A 3-run shot. Brings up within 1 run here in the bottom of the 9th with 2 outs. They didn't waste it. 3 runs are in. They have 1 more to go. A hanging pitch, finally. Givens throwing pitches in great spots to hit. Bites him as Perez hits this deep into the Orioles bullpen. But now we're on to the hardest part, that last run. They only have 2 outs to get it. Here's Michael Franco. Changeup misses low for ball 1. Givens has now given up 3 runs, but he came in with a 4-run lead. 1 ball and no strikes to Michael Franco. A little chopper. Alberto will make the play here. There's out number 2. So the Royals down to their last out. And it's too bad they couldn't get that home run earlier in the game. Because now they have 1 out to get 1 run. And here's Ryan O'Hearn. A lefty facing a righty. He's 0 for 3 today. And now the Royals almost need a home run, another one, to tie the game. As they have not been able to manufacture runs. All 4 of them coming off home runs. Here's strike 1 to O'Hearn. Oh, 1 pitch. Pop straight up, that'll end the game. Severino underneath it. In foul territory, there's out number 3. So the Royals fought. They managed to get 3 of the 4 runs they needed on the board in the 9th inning. If they fall short and they lose the series against the Orioles, their second straight series loss. So we'll go to Chicago tomorrow. Hopefully we can get things going again. This copyrighted telecast is presented on authority of the Kansas City Royals and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Kansas City Royals Baseball Corporation. Our final line score, Baltimore scores 5 runs off 9 hits, no errors. The Royals score 4 runs off 7 hits, no errors. Means with the win, Duffy with the loss, and Gibbons with the save. We'll see you tomorrow at 7 from Guaranteed Rate Field. We'll leave you with the highlights of this game. You're listening to the Royals Radio Network.
9 hits, no errors. They left 7 men on base. For Kansas City, 4 runs, 7 hits, no errors. They left 4 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 20 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.